I will not be lectured about sexism and misogyny by this man. I will not.
A man just stood up in Parliament and accused her of being a hypocrite on sexism to her face. And she'd had enough. That's the Australian Prime Minister, Julia Gillard. And what she does next is one of the cleanest examples of fighting back I've ever seen. She never raises her voice. She never cries. She just stacks evidence until the man is sinking in his chair. There are at least 6 moves buried in here. 6 things you can steal the next time someone comes at you. Let's break it down. Okay, real quick, so you know what's going on. The man across from her is the opposition leader, and he's just called her government hypocrites on sexism. It's a trap. If she defends, she looks guilty. If she fires back, she looks shrill. So watch the very first thing she reaches for. Move 1. Draw the line before you argue. Before she lays out a single fact, listen to what she does.
The government will not be lectured about sexism and misogyny by this man. Not now, not ever.
Notice she doesn't start by defending herself. She starts with a flat no. Here's the thing. You set the terms before you make your case. The second you defend, you've agreed to fight on their turf. She plants a flag first. I'm not accepting this. Then she argues. So next time someone corners you with a loaded accusation, say the line first. I'm not going along with how you've set this up. And here's why. Move 2. And this is the engine of the whole speech. They accused her of sexism. So instead of saying no, I'm not, watch what she reaches for. That's her, reading his own words back to him.
What the housewives of Australia need to understand as they do the ironing. Thank you for that painting of women's roles in modern Australia.
Did you catch the move? She's not calling him sexist. That's an opinion, easy to wave away. She's quoting him, dated, word for word, one after another. So there's no single line to fight. There's a wall. Here's why it lands. You can argue with an insult. You can't argue with a quote. So in any fight that matters, stop reaching for the label and reach for the receipt. Not you never listen. On Tuesday, I asked twice and got nothing. Move 3. And if you remember nothing else from this video, make it this one. He walked in with one word, misogyny, and he aimed it at her. Watch what she does with his own weapon.
Because if he wants to know what misogyny looks like in modern Australia, he doesn't need a motion in the House of Representatives, he needs a mirror.
He needs a mirror, that's it. She doesn't block the attack. She turns it around. The exact word he brought to bury her becomes the word that defines him. This has a name. It's a reframe. Fight the accusation and the spotlight stays on you. Hand it back and it jumps to him. So next time someone accuses you of the very thing they're doing, and you'll feel it when it happens, don't get defensive. Calmly hand it back, then show the receipt. Move 4. Now stop listening to the words for a second and just watch her. See it? She's furious. The hand is going, the eyes are locked. There's heat in every sentence, but her voice never breaks. And that's the whole reason it worked. If she'd screamed, the headline the next day reads, hysterical. The yelling becomes the story, and the evidence disappears. Instead, the anger is right there but held. Anger with a lid on it reads as power. Anger you can't hold reads as losing. So when you've got to confront someone and you're genuinely angry, good. Let them see the heat. Don't let them hear you lose it. Move 5. Listen to one tiny word she keeps repeating. It tells you exactly who she's really talking to.
This is the man from whom we're supposed to take lectures about sexism.
She doesn't say you. She won't even use his name. It's this man, over and over. She's standing 10 feet from him, and she won't talk to him directly. Here's why that's smart. The moment you argue with someone, you've made it a fair fight between equals. By talking about him instead of to him, she turns him into a case, something the room gets to judge. So when you've got to call out bad behavior in a meeting, aim at the room, not the person. Talk about what happened, not what they did wrong. It lands harder, and it starts way fewer fights. Move 6. The human one. That same day, the man across from her had thrown out a cruel line that her father, dead just weeks earlier, had died of shame. So listen to the one moment her armor opens.
Well, can I indicate to the Leader of the Opposition, the government is not dying of shame. My father did not die of shame.
For about 2 seconds you hear it. The grief is right there, real, out in the open. And then she snaps straight back to prosecutor. Fact, fact, fact. Here's the principle, and it's a quiet one. One crack of real feeling makes everything else believable. Hold it all in the whole way through, and it reads as cold, maybe even rehearsed. That one human moment proves the stakes are real, and then she takes back control. So you don't have to be a robot to be in control. When the real thing rises up, let it show for a beat, then take the wheel back. So let's run them back. Draw the line first, stack the receipts, hold up the mirror, anger with a lid, talk past them, one crack, then snap back. And here's what's wild. None of it needs power. You don't have to be a prime minister to use a single one of these. You just have to decide, the moment someone comes at you, that you'll answer with evidence instead of emotion. And let the calm do the damage. Which of these 6 have you had used on you, or which one are you going to try? Tell me in the comments. And if you want the other side of this, someone staying calm while they dodge the truth, that breakdown's right here.